Cat versus human showdown. So last month, my brother Dave decided he wanted to prove that his cat, Mr. Pickles, was smarter than the average feline. We were all sitting around his apartment when he announced, "I'm going to teach Mr. Pickles to fetch." My other brother just muttered, "Good luck with that," while I started taking bets on how many minutes it would be before Dave gave up. But Dave was determined, armed with a tiny rubber ball, a bag of cat treats, and the kind of optimism usually reserved for people who think they can beat the claw machine on the first try. The training began innocently enough. Dave would toss the ball, Mr. Pickles would stare at it, then stare at Dave, and eventually saunter over to sniff the ball like it had personally offended him. The only time Mr. Pickles showed any enthusiasm was when the treat bag rustled, at which point he'd teleport onto Dave's lap with the speed of a caffeinated squirrel. After a few days, Dave was convinced progress was being made. "He touched the ball with his paw today," he declared triumphantly. "He's catching on." Meanwhile, Mr. Pickles had started bringing Dave his own toys at 3 a.m. and yelling until he got a treat. By the end of week 2, things had escalated. Dave was now carrying treats everywhere like a marsupial with a pouch full of meow mix, and Mr. Pickles had developed a Pavlovian response. Anytime Dave said, "Fetch, Mr. Cross," Pickles would sprint to the kitchen and park himself in front of the treat cabinet, looking at Dave expectantly. One evening, we caught Dave absent-mindedly tossing Mr. Pickles a treat every time he checked his phone, like he couldn't help himself. The cat looked smug, like a tiny furry king who had trained his loyal servant well. The final straw was when I walked in on Dave crawling on all fours, batting a catnip mouse back to Mr. Pickles, who was perched regally on the couch, slow blinking his approval. Dave looked up at me and sighed. "I think I finally taught him to fetch." I just shook my head and said, "Yeah, but it looks like you're the one fetching the snacks now. Face it, Dave, your cat's the real treat trainer."